Speaking of things fleeing, I guess the euro. So a recent report by the ECB confirms that gold, following a significant rally in 2024, has become the second largest asset held by central banks as a reserve. However, the US dollar still does represent over 46% of all funds held by these institutions.
Pretty alarming news, I think. Contrast that with BRICS. So BRICS has officially welcomed Vietnam as its 10th partner country. This expansion reflects the BRICS' ongoing strategy to strengthen cooperation with like-minded nations in the global south through its partner country framework. Now, these partner countries are not full members, but they closely collaborate. What that means exactly, I don't think is perfectly clear, probably on purpose. I'm a BRICS bear, and there are critics who worry about this current expansion because it kind of challenges the internal cohesion, something that I've talked about a lot. Vietnam, it doesn't have a great relationship with all of the BRICS members and the partners. So let's just look a little bit at these, right? The economic models and interests of these countries in the BRICS. So Vietnam's inclusion brings another highly export-oriented, market-driven economy into a bloc that already includes state capitalist models like China and Russia, resource-rich economies, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran, and large democracies with protectionist tendencies like India and Brazil. Market Dynamics 101. If you're an exporter and you are overweight exports, someone else in the world has to be overweight imports. It has to be. It mechanically works like this. It can't not. And so then if you're going to make a bloc that is just basically all export heavy, who else is taking in all this goods? If you're talking about a currency, the way currencies work is the country that is buying more is basically selling their currency to the people who are exporting more goods, right? So America sells dollars to the rest of the world, right? And everyone else wants our dollars, so we buy more of everyone's stuff and we sell them our dollars, right? And that's how the dollar is a global reserve currency. Global reserve currencies have to work like this mechanically. That's how you spread the currency.
If all these BRICS countries are primarily exporters, who's the importer who's buying their currency?
Nobody. It can't work that way mechanically.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. It's just mechanically can't do that, right? Like it's not possible. Anyway, then there's geopolitical tensions among the members of the BRICS, right? Some BRICS members are partners, some are in different alliances. Obviously, India versus China. There's border disputes, strategic rivalries, Iran versus Saudi Arabia, historical regional tensions there. And then Vietnam has uncomfortable stance with China, particularly in the South China Sea. So again, there's this headline that Vietnam is a part of BRICS, and lots of people saying things like, this is a big move and it shows that the BRICS is very, very real and important. But then like you just look at that, China and Vietnam are kind of really not friendly. You're like, interesting.
Far from unified.
Yeah. The point is that the euro didn't work, right? We started with the euro not working, right? And the euro is way more unified than the BRICS countries. And they're not particularly unified though, right? The EU and the euro are not particularly, and now they've been replaced by gold because why not? So I don't know. Okay. I feel like the BRICS, can the BRICS replace the euro? Maybe, but can it be a global reserve currency? Can it replace gold itself? I don't know. I don't know about that.
So the BRICS officially welcoming Vietnam as its 10th partner country. Fake news, basically.
And also just a little strange, right? It just feels a little strange, right? Like is this necessary?